Joining me on the couch right now, we've got Carl Donnelly. How you doing, mate?
I'm very well, thank you, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
How's
my appendix?
Have you shown them the scars?
No, I haven't. Should I show them?
Allowed to, yeah, look at this.
Look what you've done, Carl.
This is
keep
it.
rolling.
Interview's
this is
over.
Live. It's live.
This is live.
Look at that.
Look at that.
See, unfortunately, they cut into my abs, Carl. Like, you can't see them anymore.
And they took out all 3 of your appendixes. How are you going to survive
I don't know why they needed to drill 3 holes, but anyway.
I think you had a shoddy doctor. First 2 attempts,
just why not,
his aim was
just
off.
Just have a go.
He'd had a few beers the night before.
Yeah, probably. That's the New Zealand way. But welcome to the show, bro, and it's good to have you here.
Cheers, man.
Now, I know that you just came from Melbourne.
I did, yes.
You were telling me about the in-flight movies. Not a really good choice.
Well, Qantas
movie range.
In the smaller flights, from London to Melbourne was fine, loads of films. This one, there was just one small selection of like 20 films.
And they were horrible?
Yeah, I'd seen most of them on the first leg to Melbourne, but then the rest of them were rubbish. And then the sound quality was bad, but the vegan in-flight food was great. So it balanced out. I'll let them off.
Yeah, I like it. But it's good to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's your first time to the country, I understand.
It is, yeah.
And what are your initial thoughts? I mean, like, everyone's always like, oh, what do you think about New Zealand? But I want to know, what don't you like about New Zealand?
Well, so far I've only been here for like less than 24 hours, so I haven't experienced anything bad yet.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the weather is not what I expected as a British person. I thought I should have checked it online, because you can do that now. Yeah. But I didn't. I just ploughed in thinking it's definitely going to be sunshine and beaches.
Nah, unfortunately, that's Auckland for you.
That is Auckland.
Bipolar weather.
It was raining when I got here. Yeah. And that's pretty much ruined my trip. Yeah,
well, I mean, the good news is you're performing some shows over here, so you're going to...
That's the bad news.
No,
that's another thing that ruins your holiday.
You're going to be performing in Auckland. You kick off this Friday, or that's the 25th to the 3rd of May. And then you're heading down to Wellington. You're doing a show with Chris Martin, not the lead singer of Coldplay.
No, it is him. He's since the breakup with Gwyneth. He's just taking a bit of downtime out here.
Nice.
He's going to come on and we're going to chat about what did they call it?
He's going to play some emotional songs as well.
Yeah, but they referred to their breakup as like an uncoupling. That's what they referred to it as in sort of modern speak. But it's just a breakup. But no, it's Chris Martin, the stand-up comedian who I used to do a podcast with. Yeah. Me and him are going to be sort of doing a joint... We're not on stage together at any point. We just do our solo shows each.
Oh, okay.
People come and see both in the same night.
Yeah. And what's your show called?
Well, it's not got a name this year. Well, it's weird because I'm in between 2 shows. So last year's show was called Now That's Why I Carl Donnelly Volume 5. Mm-hmm. This year's show is Now That's Why I Carl Donnelly Volume 6. Yeah. But we're at the halfway point, so it's sort of 5.5.
In between 2 shows, I reckon is a good
between
name.
2 shows. Yeah. Carl Donnelly's in between 2 shows.
And what can people expect?
It's a lot of stuff about what I've been up to since I broke up with my wife.
So it's
really
depressing.
Family viewing. No, it's not. Some of it's depressing. Some of it's really good. Like I went to India for 5 weeks, which I couldn't have done before. Yeah. Just on holiday. But the bad things is I tell quite a long story about the worst party I've ever been to. I went to in the bid to have a intimate encounter with a woman.
I love how you keep that G-rated.
That was really
great.
difficult.
Yeah.
It just ended up with the girl in question ruining the party by doing an unannounced striptease for the 40th birthday boy who was sitting next to his wife at the time.
Wow.
And it's quite a long story about the evening's events and how...
Sounds quite awkward.
And I left the party with 2 men and and I ended up back at one of their house singing karaoke, which was even more awkward. So... Yeah, it was just so there's stories about what I've been up to in that transitional period between coming out of a very long-term relationship and becoming a normal person again.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
It up, I think.
And for more information about where you can see Carl perform, do hit up comedyfestival.co.nz. How long are you here for?
I'm here for a month in total. Oh, cool. So I get to do a week here, a week in Wellington, then 2 weeks on the road. There's a thing called the Comedy Convoy. Yep. Which is with Paul Ego, who I've not met yet.
He's a funny man.
Is he? Oh, cool. So he's headlining, and then there's 2 other local comedians whose names escape me.
And not important.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just Paul Ego's the name that stands out because it's a funny name. Yeah. It sounds like, a joke name. You'd call a friend called Paul who acts like an idiot. So... But there's other two iron ends, me and another British comedian called Marcus Birdman, who's very funny and a good friend of mine, so it's going to be exciting to go around the country with him.
Yeah, for people who want to keep in touch with you on your travels around New Zealand,
just give me my number, guys. Just give me a text.
Yeah, 021. What's the best way?
Twitter is that is a thing. At Carl Donnelly.
We do have Twitter
something
here.
on my head.
What's that?
I just felt some weird tickle on my head. Is there something on there? Was there a fly of sorts?
No. We do. We have had a blue fly infestation here.
I've heard this. Apparently, the fruit flies are not.
If you see it, you get some money.
What do you mean if you see?
Grab one.
You got to catch it. If you see a fly,
you don't just get to see it. No, that would be great.
Why? What's the danger?
You could just say you saw one and get some money.
What's the danger of it? What can it do?
Oh, it can just totally destroy our fruit and our crops.
Really? Oh, right. It's actually really serious.
Yeah, it's very serious.
I thought it was just a smiled overreaction to a fly. Sorry, guys. I hope your harvest does not go wrong this year.
Thanks, Carl. And make sure you go and see Carl perform as well. And like I said, for more information, hit up comedyfestival.co.nz and hit him up on Twitter. We do have Twitter here in New Zealand. You guys are familiar with it.
Has it got a Maori name? Twahahuki.
Yeah,
it's racist.
How did you know that? Racist? That's what it is.
I'm apologising wholeheartedly for what I just said there.
You just got it. That's how we say Twitter in Māori.
That is.
So that's perfect. It's not how we say Twitter.
Am I going to have Maori people waiting outside my show?
Probably.
I'm a big fan of your
There's
culture,
one right there.
guys.
So we'll just go to a song right now. It's Benny Tepene, Make You Mine, and good luck with the Māori people.
The
you
whole
go out that way.
thing.
See you later,
Cheers,
mate.
guys.